Happy Saturday, all you styrene users and abusers. This is George coming to you from the basement annex of kitchen table scale models with a triple helping of double dragsters. What are we going to do tonight? I'm going to talk a little bit about this kit, share some of my knowledge of it, and show you what I've done with it, show you what can be done with it, and give you a little bit about the history of this absolutely pivotal kit in the history of model cars. This kit was first released in 1961 in a box similar to this. I had it, and I had this kit, and I built it probably somewhere a few years after that. This kit has got so much going for it. I'm not going to do an unboxing of any one of these kits, but I'm just going to kind of cover what's in here. You can build 2 complete kits with any one of these. But before I get to that, let's go through the history real quick. This is the first release, or this is the box art for the first release. Originally released in 61, and it was re-released in this box in 2010, which coincidentally is the last time that this kit was released, at least according to ScaleMates. Interesting thing about this kit, as far as how influential it was, is this is the kit that caused Revell to respond with their double kits, parts packs kits. If you recall, they had I think an Austin Bantam Dragster, Moon Eyes Dragster, and I can't remember, a couple other things. Model T. So Revell really was responding to AMT. What AMT did with this kit. They were all over back then. Everybody I knew back in the 60s, every kid I knew who was building model cars had this kit and had done at least, one version of the cars that were in the kits. Next up in 1967, it was released in box art similar to this. Again, this is a copy of the 1967 box art. Coincidentally, this also was re-released in this box art in 2010. I'm curious as to why AMT would have released the same kit in two different art at the same time, but that's at least what ScaleMates says. Next, again, that was 1967 that this was originally released and re-released in 2010. There was another box art version that was released in 68. It had kind of a multicolor background, and on the front was a picture of a white inline twin-engined dragster. I think it had two small block Chevys, or maybe it was a single engine with the front end blower, but and a red Fiat on the body. I don't have that box art kit. And then last but not least, in 1992, AMT Ertl had a program going called the Blueprinter, where I think you had to join the Blueprinter Club, and they sent or subscribe to a newsletter that they sent out monthly. And if you subscribed to that newsletter, you had the ability to order re-releases of old kits, and one of these is one of those that I bought back then in 92. The other one is one I picked up at a swap meet not that long ago. This is one of those kits that if I see it at a swap meet anywhere for a decent price, I'm going to snag it. Right now, these are the only 6 I have. Why would I want to do that, you ask? Well, it's real simple. This kit can be built no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different ways, according to the directions. And I haven't really extrapolated beyond that, but I think it would be possible to build a lot more versions with this. You can see on the top, this just a plain old school rail with a blown Hemi. Or if you don't like that, you can put tandem Chevys. If you don't like that, you can put 8 carbs on a Chrysler, blown Chrysler in a streamlined body. And interestingly enough, there's one I'm not seeing on here. There is, I am sure this could be built. Here we go. There's another version. So that makes it 12. Here's a side-by-side open rail dragster. These kits had so many parts in them, and you could do so much with them that even if you're not interested in building the dragsters, if you like doing street machines, or the Fiat chassis lends itself well to street rods. Heck, you could probably even do a street rod with the dragster chassis if you're so inclined. I absolutely love these kits. Like I said, I built some of them when I was a kid. When I started building a few years back, or get back in building a couple years ago during COVID, like a million and one other guys, I decided I wanted to do something with this kit. Something interesting about these builds. Let me show you these builds real quick. Get rid of the directions here. You don't need this. You know what directions look like. This is just a simple curbside build. These builds were all painted with Vallejo paint. I did that. I was building at the time. I had no spray booth. I was trying to do all my spraying with water-based paints. This is the Vallejo Premium Series. Yellow candy over yellow metal flake over silver. I actually saw a video on this technique that somebody was using on a Matchbox car, and I decided I wanted to try it. It's hard to see in this light, but there is a very, very subtle, really more of a metallic than a metal flake look, or really almost a pearl. You can kind of see the way the light's hitting it. I built this, as you can see, to match the box art. When it came time to do the Fiat, I decided to go a little bit different than the box art and maybe put a little more effort to it. Just for history buffs out there, there really was a Fiat altered, Fiat A altered by the name of Waltz Puffer. And I think it actually was black. But in any case, I built this to be a little Fiat altered. One of the things I did do is the way this is built. It has the covered hood you can see here. I wanted to expose that big beautiful Hemi engine, and so I did. Colors on this, again, this is Vallejo black. Not the best paint job. I was just getting back into building again after a 20+ year sabbatical. So I was still kind of figuring out how to lay down spray paint. Plus, it was a Vallejo, which, if you've worked with Vallejo, it's a little tricky. But happy with these. Great little shelf models. They're fun, and my plan is to eventually build every version of this kit possible. So there's, I think I've got enough here to do that. One little hint or tip on this, I kind of figured this out when I was doing the yellow one, is one of the things I don't like about this is the dragster body halves. The streamlined dragster body half is in two sections. Which means if you want to have a decent body finish on it, you need to find a way around it and still be able to get it together. What I did is I assembled it, and then I cut it. You can see I cut it there and there. I assembled the halves and did some smoothing there. I'm trying to remember why I actually started this and then went to that. I think I abandoned this because the cut was a little rough and I wanted a cleaner cut. The good news about this kit is that you can build the dragster so many different ways. I'm not going to need that part. One interesting thing, the earlier version of the kits did come with kind of old school drag slicks and front tires, similar to what you see here and here. These kits, they were tooled with new pie crust slicks. I haven't opened them up to look at it, so I'm going to trust them. But what's the one thing interesting? I opened up the blueprinter kits before I was going to do this video, and they come with these big honking Mickey Thompsons, and I don't know what kits these were originally in, but man, these are cool tires. I'm kind of seeing this, maybe seeing a pair of these underneath the back end of my 67 GTO build, jacked way up in the air, because it's a 67 GTO, and that's what people did with 67 GTOs. But that's not the subject of this video. That this kit is. This is just a little quick look at what I think was probably one of the more important kits of the early days of building. I don't know why they haven't reissued it. I do hope that round 2 has the parts and has the ability to reissue it at some point. If not so much for myself, for you younger modelers or modelers new to the hobby who haven't had the pleasure of working with any of these kits. If you've worked with the Revell kits, I'll say this: these kits are a lot easier to go together. They're not quite as finely detailed, but they're a lot less finicky to put together because you don't have this little. If you built the Revell kits, you've got a lot of little fragile parts, and the chrome is. A lot of the parts are chrome, and they're just kind of a pain to work with. But these kits go together nice. They build up into really nice little shelf models. I've got these sitting front and center on my display case because I can, and yeah, I really like them. Hope you do too. If you have liked this video, if you stuck with us this far, I'm assuming you like it. If you don't like it, why'd you stick with us this far? Appreciate it if you like and subscribe and tell your friends about it, and check on back some other time because you never know what's going to happen next. Thanks.